And now, presenting from across the pond, it's the Squared Circle Relics podcast.
And welcome along. Here we are, Squared Circle Relics podcast, episode number 12. Am I right in thinking episode number 12? Correct. Or are we on 13 yet? Number 12. 12, that's all right. I'm getting so confused now with the extra episodes we've had done. So welcome everyone to episode 12. I'm one of your hosts, Jamie Stocker, and I'm joined by European Championship match of WrestleMania 18, Lloydy DDP and Christian. How are you both doing? All right?
Oh, good, man.
Not bad, man.
Wasn't expecting that.
All good, man.
Yeah, how are you both doing? All right?
Okay. Do you want me to go first, Chris?
Yeah.
Yeah, can't have a good chat.
Hi, guys. First of all, hi. It's been a really horrible last couple of weeks, to be honest. It's been not good. It's been not good. Bless him. The baby decided to jump off the bed a couple of weeks ago, cut his head open. That was a surreal experience, to be honest. I caught him, but he just clipped his head on the bedside cabinet and it gashed his head. And I'm there. So it's early in the morning, just after his milk. The missus is feeling faint because of the blood. I'm in my undercrackers trying to wipe away the blood from his head, thinking, I've got to take this guy to A&E. So it was a bit of a surreal moment, but the hospital were great. They bandaged him up in about 20 minutes, to be honest. Horrible though. They said, have you got a social services case handler or anything like that? And it basically is if you're under social. Yeah, exactly. You just think, oh God, I'm such a bad parent. No, it's just an accident. No. You know what I mean? It's horrible.
Well, you feel bad enough
terrible,
as it is,
man.
you know.
You're really not, Dave, because if you check our messenger group now, something should come through. So my baby, Lucas, decided he thought Stanley looked really cool with his scar sort of thing on his head. So he thought he'd do the same. Didn't quite end up in hospital, but not fun.
It's not fun, and
you do feel terrible, don't you? Like I've never seen with my older one. I've seen him do all sorts, but with the baby, he hasn't been injured or anything at all. So this was my first time, and I was not happy. I was really upset.
Mate, it's for me, it's like they're brand new, but when they do stuff like this, you think, oh my God, it's a realization that anything can happen at any time. And then it did further on that last week as well. So Stanley caught from nursery hand, foot and mouth, which some people, OTP, might not know about it. Some of our listeners might not know about it. It's this, like, you get like spots / blisters around the hand, foot and mouth. Not so much on the foot, more his knees and the back of his legs.
I think that's what Kushida had recently, wasn't it?
Was it?
I think Kushida had it when he first went back to Japan, I think. Yeah.
I think it's weird, like, it's different. Obviously, my wife and I didn't catch it from him. But the worst thing of it is that he had a fever. One night, I think we had like 1 hour sleep between us, and we're still working. You know what I mean? And the diarrhea as well, as Malcolm once said in Jurassic Park, that's a lot of shit. So that's been my last couple of weeks. I am quite glad we're doing the show, guys, because it gives me a sense of normalcy in a very crazy world. Chris, how are you?
Yeah, no, I'm all right, thank you. Quite a low-key couple of weeks for me after my adventures abroad. So yeah, I'm all good. Nothing other than Lucas sort of hurt himself. Nothing to report really. I've just been spending way too much money on wrestling cards. How about you, Jay? How you doing?
Yeah, not too bad. Things seem to be plateauing a little bit with me, really. I think if I ever need any dad tips, I will definitely be coming to you two about how to deal with various situations. You both seem to have handled the things really well, and I think I would be a bit of a mess, I think. So kudos on your parenting skills there. But yeah, if we have a little stocker come along, I'll hit you guys up for advice, I think.
It's a ride, mate. I tell you, it's a ride.
Yeah. Hell of a ride.
Highs and lows, I assume. But no, other than that, all okay. Just want to share a little anecdote with you, though. Inadvertently, last week, so for people who don't know, I also do a radio show for like funk and soul music. And I inadvertently sent episode 11 to all of the stations that carry the show, and it actually went out on there across 3 or 4 different stations last week. And it didn't dawn on me until Friday afternoon, where I had a phone call from the MD of one of the radio stations saying, "I've had to pull your latest funk and soul show. It's not appropriate for air, and it doesn't contain any music." And then it dawned on me that they had the Squared Circle Relics pod sent over to them with our bad language, lots of random talking. And obviously, I'm quite a closeted wrestling fan. Everyone now knows I collect wrestling cards and talk every fortnight to a couple of guys about it. So,
amazing.
Anyway, so I haven't been kicked off the radio stations, but it's made me very aware that people don't check the files that are sent to them. And equally, I need to be more careful with what I send out. So, just watch your language this week, lads, just in case it happens again.
Well, I can't guarantee this, but I can't promise this, especially because did you say you said earlier one of your shows goes out 5 to 7 in the morning?
Yeah, so one's like the pre-breakfast show, so it goes like 5 till 7 in the morning, like on a Tuesday, and then it goes out on other stations across the country all out the week. But by the point I'd been told, it had already aired several times. So either people weren't listening at those times or it went unnoticed. But anyway, regardless of that, we had some actual radio airplay.
Yeah, we're radio stars, man. I can just... the thing that runs through my head is there's a little old lady somewhere eating her cornflakes in the morning, questioning who is John Cena and why should she fuck him.
I think a lot of people are wondering that.
You never know.
You go.
You never know. We might have turned a couple of people into wrestling card fans.
Maybe you never know. So yeah, that was the I would say highlight of my week last week, but I did have a slight panic moment when I was on the way back to my brother's thinking I need to log on Dropbox and check every single file.
Mate, our hearts did go out to you, but while you were panicking, we were crying.
We were laughing.
You were pissing yourself.
You were laughing.
So anyway, so that was an eventful winter last week anyway, but other than that, yeah, not too bad, guys.
Sorry.
Good.
So I'll tell you what, I bet no other podcast has that issue. I'll tell you.
It is brilliant. It's the best story. Honestly, I didn't think we could top Chris's story last week, but I don't know.
No, I think it has.
There's always something to talk about, isn't there? I'll tell you.
Absolutely.
So we've got that bit out of the way. Let's move on to sort of news of the week, really. Again, another busy week for us all. First of all, I want to say thank you to everyone who come on board for our Joshy special last week. Thanks to Trav, Johnny and Tommy for coming on it. Yeah. Really enjoyed that chat. How did you guys find our first roundtable?
I really enjoyed it. I've listened back to it, I think 3 times. Just once was to sort of like proof listen to it, and then just a couple of times because I just found it entertaining. It's nice to hear all 3 of those guys sort of just sharing their knowledge, and there's a lot to take in. But yeah, loved it.
It meant the world to me. Just to do that kind of show with basically a lot of love in that room, you know what I mean? We're there because it's our hobby, but like with the people that are there that we've grown to know over the period that we've like from the CFP to what we're doing now. It was brilliant. And I can't thank everyone enough. You guys didn't hear it rolling back the curtains, but there was a little thank you from Trav to Johnny, from all of us, basically, of how the CFP guys have helped us, get together really, and it was beautiful. It really was. Welling up a bit out of it, thinking about it, because it was lovely. It was.
And it's true.
It's a really nice evening, wasn't it? All a good chat, and everyone got on well, and and considering that we never all really spoke to each other other than through text, it's like it was really nice to sort of all chat properly, really. So I'm really blown away by it.
So the next one, I think we're probably looking to do in 2-3 months will probably be rookies. I'll sort that out. Don't know who's going to be on it yet. bit of surprise, I think. But yeah, I think that's the plan. But we'll let you know nearer the time.
So yeah, again, thanks for everyone for listening to it so far. And blown away by the support. And again, that's available everywhere. If you want to search for it, it'll be in our main feed there, really. So moving on to what we've been watching. Have you been watching any WWE? Did you catch Full Gear this weekend? What else have you been watching, really?
That's weird. So I mine's the easiest one to say. No, not really. I've tried to watch some AEW. I definitely watched last week's one. I watched Rampage the other morning with the kid. But other than that, I didn't really see Full Gear. I saw like reels of it and stuff like that. I spoke to Trav about it, and he said didn't really miss that much. Obviously, the spoilers. MJF is obviously the new champion. If you guys didn't already know, but I think we could all see that coming a mile off, to be honest. But what about you, Chris?
Yeah. Pretty similar to yourself, Dave. I've kind of, kept up with what's going on, but I haven't been able to sit down and watch anything yet. I had every intention of watching Full Gear on my day off on Wednesday. It just never happened. I was like, oh, yep, I'm going to watch it in a bit. I'll watch it in a bit. And then, never happened. But yeah, look, some good results. It was nice to see some titles changing. I think we were due a few of those. Surprised about the Elite, to be honest. I thought they would come back and reclaim the titles, but punishment.
I thought you were going to say I'm surprised about Jamie Hayter winning the interim title. I didn't see.
I think they're looking. I think that's quite set up quite well for Britt Baker to then feud with Hayter, isn't it? I think for me, Toni Storm hasn't really lit AEW on fire since she's been there. So I think it was a needed change. In my opinion.
Surprise for me though. Like I didn't. If they were going to give it to anyone, I didn't think. I didn't like
I agree
the
with
fact that they gave Saraya the win over Britt.
Yeah, I thought that was. I think
that really. What do you do though? Because
what do you do? Where do you go with that?
Especially first match back and everything else. Yeah.
How much of shitting at her doorstep is that? Because she's been AEW through and through, and it's just like she's a big star. Obviously, Paige from back in the day, but she hasn't wrestled for 5 years. It was a weird decision to do. But going back, sorry, to the Elite that you were saying. I mean, I thought they would just get the titles, but obviously not.
I think there's definitely some. I don't know. Are you guys up with the results with it? So with the Elite coming back, it was a cracking match. The whole card was really good. I enjoyed the whole show pretty much. Like the 3 hours flew by. But they're now doing the best of 7 series, the Elite and Death Triangle. And the final 2 shows are at the Cow Palace in California. So I imagine they're probably going to win the belts then at the end of the best of 7.
Best of whatever. What the fuck? It's going to be 3-3 and then go down. It's 6 matches of fucking why. You know what I mean? Just
imagine if they just let Death Triangle win the first 3 matches or 4 matches or whatever, and then that's it.
Yeah. It's on every Dynamite up until that date, so every week. So they had the second match last night, and they're doing it every week. So don't get me wrong, it's a good way of selling tickets. They're always going to have a cracking match.
Yeah.
But I really enjoyed Full Gear. The cage match opened the event, and that was really good. And in the post media scrum, Jungle Boy was saying that Luchasaurus, that was his favourite match growing up, the Shawn Michaels and Taker Hell in a Cell. So they sort of took elements from that, and the whole card was pretty good. Main event was really good. Jade Cargill dressed up as a Thundercat, I thought was quite a cool look.
That's cool, man.
I don't think I've ever been disappointed with it in an AEW pay-per-view. And the lower ones have always still been good to watch for a couple of hours,
Circling back to the Elite one, just as final, we have to mention it as well, the fuck CM Punk chant as well.
Yeah.
I don't think not a surprise, but can you imagine going back 4 or 5 months ago, that actually happening on a, you know what I mean? What?
No, quite the opposite.
Like a complete full gear, full turn, more like. Jesus Christ. It's
180.
There was I don't know. Sorry about spoilers on this again, but on Dynamite they had a lot of the CM Punk chants, but the Elite really played up into it.
Didn't they do the
and
arm?
They had,
arm bite?
Yeah, Omega bit the arm, and then they done a GTS, and then one of the Young Bucks done the failed buckshot lariat. They sort of took the mick out of that, going into the ring and falling on her ass. So they've either sorted their issues out, and Punk is on his way back in at some point, or they are just like. But I don't know. It seems to be either really pushing it as far as they can, or there's something else to it. But all good with the AW at the minute, really. Linking in with Full Gear, we haven't seen any no match dated moments as of yet, and I would have thought we would have seen them yet.
I think they've
wonder what the hold up is.
I think they've literally just been announced, haven't they? Or is it a leak?
Okay.
I haven't seen
Yeah, I think it was. Let me just double check. I think it's only speculation. But what are we saying? Jungle Boy Gold, MJF Silver, Jamie Hayter, Danhausen, Saraya, Death Triangle Base. So,
where's that from, Chris?
That's Tommy's just posted that to our group.
Right, okay. So that sounds quite good then. In that case, then, are you guys going to be buying, or are you going to go in heavy in it or not?
I mean, I always try and get the base. It takes a lot. Like it really, for me to go for a silver and gold, it kind of needs to be rookie card or something really big.
Something big.
Obviously, MJF, everyone's going to fucking go for the silvers, right? So
yeah,
but does anyone really want a Jungle Boy Gold? I don't know. So.
I would have liked to see the Jamie Hayter gold, to be fair.
Yeah, I think that's the way it should have been done.
I thought we all thought that as well, didn't we? We were discussing it on the chat recently, and we all thought Jamie Hayter would probably get the gold. But hey, it's what it is.
I think the interesting thing as well, we had those promo cards come out again, and they put the Hook Rookie as a card that you can't actually ever redeem. It's just a digital card, which I think sort of left a lot of people sort of a bit confused with, really, didn't it? But
that is...
This is such a cool shot.
What are they doing? Like, seriously, put that out, physical card, slap like $9.99 on it or something like that.
All day.
And then, God knows, the print numbers, how many would you get? 10? Like, you
5,
know what I
10,
mean?
Yeah. Minimum.
Yeah.
I just think we always talk about this with e-packs and electronic stuff. They always miss the mark, don't they? Talking about that, and before we obviously move on further, we still haven't had the Panini next set, have we? From
the Crown Jewel ones.
From Crown Jewel, no,
we haven't actually. Which
we all kind of thought was happening.
How long ago was Crown Jewel? It was like 2 or 3 weeks ago, wasn't it?
3
beginning
weeks,
of the month,
I'd say.
Yeah.
Because I'd listened to it before we did the last show. I listened to it. I watched it before the last show. So yeah, it's a while ago.
But
I think we have to wait and see when they land. But we know we're talking our big topic this week. We're going to be doing all the Black Friday deals, and maybe we may see those suddenly crop up at the end of this. But we'll wait and see. And then we had the new arrivals on AEW this week. We had a Takeshita card appear this week. And I don't know if it was in the last episode or not, but we had Bandido appear as well. But I can't remember if
I don't think it was.
The last episode we did, it was the Jeff Jarrett. And so
Roosh? Oh, no, not Roosh.
Oh, and
so
Roosh as well, yeah.
Bandido and, and Take Shitter. Takeshka, but really it's Take Shitter. Since then, haven't we?
Yeah.
I did, I had to put it, I know I should know how to say the names properly, but I had to put it phonetically on the notes just so I pronounce it correctly. I do apologise if I did butcher it.
No, Takeshka's right. It is Take Shitter.
Say which is the
Mel Shids. That's what it is.
Did you go in for it anyway?
I think we all did, didn't we? I think we all did.
Yeah, I think
so. I think we're all mugs when it comes to these new arrivals, and we always take the punt just to see if you get a silver. Because again, they still go for like $30 or $40 if you get a couple, you know?
Yeah.
What did you do, Chris?
Fuck all. Oh, sorry, Jamie, we're not supposed to swear. I bought 3 and I didn't get any silvers.
I didn't know that, actually.
How about you guys?
Go on, Jamie.
You guys.
Go on, Jamie.
Yeah, I went in for 2 packs. So I got 1 and then got nothing. And I thought, fuck it, I'm going in for another pack. And I went in for 2 and then got a silver. But I did hold off this time. I didn't buy any normal AEW this time. I normally get one of those on a punt, but I didn't. I saved my pennies.
And I tell you what, one of our listeners did exactly the same, but he did take a punt on AEW and regretted it.
No.
So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I did one and one. So basically, I bought 1 pack and I got 1 silver from it. So very lucky. I didn't want any more than that. I always buy the 1, and if I get a silver, then fantastic. I haven't. This is my second silver. So.
Who was your other one?
Oh god, I can't, Stokely.
Stokely.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
and
cool.
I do have big cash from a random trade that I did as well. So really, I've got 3 silvers, but I pulled 2.
Okay.
It's amazing to see actually how quickly people are now going in for these, because obviously they want these achievement cards. I had so many trades for this silver last night. So many people wanted them, was offering me like so much for it, which is insane really. But I guess you're getting close to these achievement cards now, aren't you, to try and get all of them before the end of the year.
The weird...
I'll be a long way off that.
The weird one though was the Bandito, because I saw so many people trying to get the silver of Bandito. Like, there just seemed to be a bit of a drought on them. Really weird. I haven't seen that from any of the other new arrival silvers. Just Bandito for some reason. I don't know why. Yeah, weird.
Strange,
I didn't notice that. Yeah.
Bizarre. I don't know.
Weird.
So yeah, we've all had a little bit of dabble on the old e-packs in this last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
So in regards to any other sort of things like that, obviously we've had nothing from Panini Instant. So anything else news-wise that you want to pick up before we move on to the next part of the show?
Well, we did have the announcement of AEW Allure.
We did.
What did you guys think of that?
Go on, Jamie.
It's interesting. No, you know what? It's a really unique set. So I can't remember the details of it being restarted, but the inserts for it are absolutely mad, aren't they? Like they're really unique. I forget if I get them wrong, but there's like a color match one, so it's like a fade color of whatever the image is. It sort of blends in the background.
Yeah.
You've got a bus set, which is like shaped like a coach, and they've got like the coach printing on the side of it. I can't remember the other ones. There's 2 that really stood out for me.
The ice cream one and
the ice cream bars, yeah.
My Squad or something like that.
Yeah.
My Squad, I think. Yeah, I think it is that. Yeah. Bit of a weird name, but okay. Should have just been called Trios, no?
Yeah, exactly.
The
where does this fit in?
Blast thing that they've got going on as well. Is
that the thing Jamie said about where it's...
Yeah, that's just amazing. So, literally, I'm so happy. I've been on here for quite a while now, slagging off Upper Deck for being grey and dull. Sorry about the swearing, but I can't fucking wait. Margaret, if you're listening to this at 7 o'clock in the morning, hello, love.
Like the Facebook page.
Fucking love it, Margaret. I can't wait. I just can't wait. Something it's more for me. It's like Tops would do that kind of thing. Like it's a weird kind of Tops thing, but it's like Tops on acid. I love it. I cannot wait. Give it to me now. It's just a lot. You know, everything is grey with Upper Deck for the last 2 sets. The metal set is going to be grey. It's going to be, it's not going to be exciting, I don't think. But I can't wait for it. Yeah.
Really, I think the metal set's going to be a big one. I think that's going to be exciting.
Oh no, but not like with like colour and fun. I don't know. And I don't know. I just got a feeling this is so far departed from where they are currently now, but in a fun way, So
yeah.
It's true what you say though. It's very topsy. Like if you compare it to like we did with Superstars and Slam Attacks, like that is very vibrant, bold colours, and I think AEW needs a bit of that. Like the whole product is sort of lively and lit up, isn't it? So, but in regards to like the products, like there's nothing else like this, has there? That's been out from other companies, is there? Like, Upper Deck don't do it for other brands. And this
I'm not sure.
A whole new thing, isn't
I
it?
think they do it for hockey.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
I think they do it for hockey. But
regardless, it's just a bit of fun, and that's what the hobby needs. Yeah,
it'd be fun to collect.
We do obviously need the sets that are, the base, and a bit more than just the base. A bit more upper end and stuff like that, and that's fine. And that's what we've been getting for quite a while. I think that's why I like Select so much, because there were these weird tie-dyes, animal prints, and you know what I mean? A bit of fun. But this seems... Yeah.
Well, it's obviously a price point for everyone, isn't there? Like, if you get Select, if you can't afford the really high-end cards, you can get what you want. If you want to spend more money and get a case hit, you still get one that looks really funky.
Mm.
And this would be the same with this. Like, there's some real good short prints in this, isn't there?
The bus ones are 1 in 160 packs, I think I read.
It's just going to be
crazy. So it's going to be the rare card, and everyone will then be after buses. But do we know, is it just buses, or is it like other types of vehicles? Like, are we going to see Trent's mum's car, or do you know what I mean?
I believe from the wording on the article, it is just buses, but I don't know. But I would, it would be funny if.
Oh, get you, Butler!
Can you imagine if they did like different mode of transports? You had like train, airplane. That'd be so much fun, man. Like, fuck it, why not? If you're moaning about it, guys, fine. It's fine to moan about it. If it's not your thing, fine. It's all cool. Me personally, fucking, I'm all in. Fucking yes.
Yeah.
Something a bit dappy. Why not? Plus, as well, I think we all love a die cut as well. Everyone loves a die cut, don't they?
Yeah, we do love a die cut.
I love a die cut. Yeah. Bring on more die cuts is what I say. Make them hard for us to put in top loaders and not sting the corner.
Yeah, spikier the better. Why not?
The more edges, yeah. Oh, dear. So that moves us nicely onto the next part, which is going to be my corner. I'm going to keep this one quite short this week, but really because I haven't got much movement on it. Superstar Autos, I really want to try and get this moving a little bit more. So if anyone out there has seen any new Superstar Autos or picks up anything, let me know, because there are so many still outstanding, and I've seen no more new ones appear on eBay, and I don't think we've heard from anyone selling or anything like that. And we've still got over 70 names that we haven't seen. And again, if anyone wants to have a look at the spreadsheet or wants access to the spreadsheet, I'm happy to share it. It's only like on a Google Drive, so we can add to it, and then we'll go from there, really.
Yeah, even if you've like sat on them for ages and you've had them for a year, just let us know, and then we can, if we don't have it on the list, we can check it off.
Yeah, I think with all the top shenanigans, like, you know, maybe there is some doubt that some of these didn't make them into packs. I don't really know, but especially the really low numbers, like, someone must have pulled these somehow. But if you've seen them, give us a shout. Even if they're the duplicates, I'll still give you a mention that you've seen some. So,
well, I think the problem is with it that we discussed before. They're probably in the hands of kids, and that's because that's what it's geared up to over here at ATP. And there's probably a lot of kids going, oh, I've got this, and not even knowing that it's probably worth hundreds of pounds. So, never mind.
At least they're not stickers going in albums of one-on-ones, eh?
Jesus.
No idea. So, and then just finishing off my corner this week, the listener chat has really turned into a listener chat now. So we've got more and more members joining each and every week. If you want to join our messenger chat, just hit any of us up on Instagram or Facebook. We'll add you to it on Messenger. We've had a few people join from OTP this week, and we've been chatting all sorts of stuff. If I forget anything, guys, let me know. But we've had people talking about obviously what they've been buying, what they collect as a PC. I think we've had ticket stubs and things crop up the last couple of days, haven't we? Which is quite a cool thing to see.
Yeah, that's really cool. Yeah, it's really started to blossom to what we thought it might do, but you know, it's everyone's been chatting on there on a daily basis, so it's been really cool, man.
Sorry, Jamie, you put your War Games PC picture on there.
Yeah, so
which I've been wanting to see that for a while, so thank you for that.
That's right. Yes, that's where I'm currently at with it. So yeah, I'm still adding to it. But again, it's quite nice to share these things with people and sort of, what do you all PC and stuff. And I think the other thing as well, being in the chat, we're giving people sort of episodes a little bit early. So when the link goes live, we're dropping it in there early. So if you want it, it's not like a Patreon sort of thing, but we'll just bung the link in there and you get it a day early or something. So yeah, all these sorts of things. If you want to join, hit one of us up and we'll add you to it, really.
Before we move on, I did say that I would do this, so and I do apologise, Jamie. You're going to have to edit this. For Gordo, Dominic Mysterio is a...
What have I got? Wow,
mate! If he blows up,
he
and
asked for it. He asked for it.
Honestly,
he wanted it. That's it. He drove me to it. Sorry, I don't actually.
There's going to be an Ooga Booga in there.
He's going to be.
Ooga Booga. I don't know. Obviously, mean it, but he pushed me towards it this week. Sorry, Gordo.
Oh. I tell you, if Dominic Mysterio blows up and wins a Royal Rumble or something, you're going to eat those words. And he's going to be sitting on all these Dom Mysterios, and you're going to be like, "Fuck! I wish I got on the Dom train."
The Dom train. The Dom bus.
While we're on the subject of Dom, right? I was thinking to myself the other day about him. And do you remember when The Rock came into WWF and he was Rocky Maivia and everyone fucking hated him?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of reminds me of Dominic Mysterio because like his first gimmick was, in my opinion, quite cheesy and like his outfits were a bit leave it. But now do you know what I mean? He's on that same kind of trajectory as The Rock, in my opinion. I think you never know.
If he goes full Eddie Guerrero, gets a full LWO mullet and tash going, and becomes a real heel in the Judgment Day, I think people are going to really dig that. I think that's going to be...
Yeah.
And he's going to morph into Eddie.
It could be his nation of domination.
Yeah, you never know.
You don't know, do you? Like, it's literally domination, very clever.
You need Farouk in there as well. Farouk, that'd be fun.
But you know what I mean? Like generational talent, and started off with a rubbish gimmick.
Well, look at Orton.
I don't know, just maybe.
Orton started off with a crap gimmick of his arm in a sling and doing RNN news, and then Legend Killer stuff come around. It's sort of changing, so you never know. But for the moment, Gordo, ignore Lloydy. So let's move on to purchase of the week. I'm going to shuffle this round because I've got me first here, but I'm not going to go first. So I'm going to open to you guys. Who wants to do their purchase for this week?
Go ahead. Oh no, I've got loads.
Okay,
are you ready?
Yeah, go for it.
You want me to go first?
I want to know also how you got with your rips as well. If you opened any of your boxes.
No, I haven't opened any. So I'm sitting on them still. I will start us off. So, me and Dave did a little trade ski.
Yep.
Well, I wouldn't say little, I'd say quite big. So, I had some soccer cards that Dave wanted, football. What did I have? A Paul Merson autograph, Jack Grealish to 10, and Jacob Ramsey. So these are all the best of England set.
Yeah.
Dave, being an Aston Villa supporter, had an interest in all of those. So we did a little deal, and I got in return at a 10 Chelsea green from Finest, gold one, I think.
Yeah.
Red to 5 Seamus Auto, and a Seamus to 50, I think.
Yes.
Yes, I think that's...
Seamus,
I've written...
Seamus to 5, Seamus to 10.
Was it to 10? Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's a gold.
I've written down to 50 for some reason.
I think it's...
But yeah, thanks, Dave. Right. It was quite a nice trade that worked out well for both of us, I thought.
Yeah, I mean, the Merson's going for quite a bit in it, so...
I
just... The thing is with me, I'm not a football card... And I say football, it's not soccer, it's football. It's in the World Cup. It's World Cup. It's in the Olympics as football, right? So it's football.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get that straight. Anyway, so I love Paul Merson. I loved him it's my childhood basically of Paul Merson playing for Aston Villa. So I never even thought about getting this autograph. Really, you don't think, you know what I mean?
You don't though. It's not the sort of footballer even that you would think would have one. If that makes sense.
Yeah, and obviously Jack Grealish is like one of the biggest players to come out of Aston Villa for many of a moon.
Yeah,
and I think Jacob Ramsey's probably going to be the next one. So
absolutely.
Yeah, it just, those kind of cards mean the world to me at the minute. So happy days. Thank you.
There you go. It's all right. Thank you. Moving on to, who's this from? Tommy. So Tommy Redgrave from our ATP group. He hooked me up with some Slam Attacks Chrome, Elias Orange to 25, and then a Damien Priest Prism Auto, a couple of MCG graded cards, Tiffany Stratton Rookie Silver Prism, that was graded 9, and a William Regal Topps Chrome 5 Timers Club, that was graded 10. I sent him a couple of match dated moments and cash. And then I went back for some more. I bought too much off him recently. I also bought a Chelsea Green Auto to 199 and an orange Damien Priest Topps Chrome 21. So yeah, big up Tommy for those. He did send me, which I didn't appreciate, an Abaddon relic. So yeah, thanks. One of you guys can expect that.
I already have one.
Post.
I already
You
have.
can have two, Brad. You can have two.
I've got one in my e-pack, so if you send me one, I'll send you mine, man.
Oh, damn. Okay. You can have your Velveteen Dream back if you want. I got that today off Wes.
Oh, did you? Fantastic.
Second time with it. Oh, right.
That's hilarious. He's had that for a while as well.
He has, yeah.
What did you get from Wes?
So from
his entire Velveteen Dream PC.
Sorry, what a segue by me, by the way.
Yeah, well done,
and what did you get from Wes?
85 packs of Slam Attack's 10th anniversary. So I think it was 2017. These came out.
They're the first ones to have relics in, aren't they? That's the big selling point for us. It's our first relic cards.
That's it. And there are, I don't know if Wes was aware of this, but there are some rookies in this as well. Nicky Cross, Street Profits, singularly, and Liv Morgan. So that's why, I mean, I kind of bought it for those and for YouTube, and there are some Ryder and Hawkins cards in these. I think Hawkins has got 2. So yeah, it was, just a little fun rip, and he's looking to sell. And yeah, Jamie, somewhere coming your way.
Yeah, I'm going to put that in my purchases. Yeah, I'm going to do a little deal ski with you because
do a deal ski.
We'll talk later on in the episode about what we're going to do for December. But yeah, something I want to do with that really. So yes,
cool. And then something we spoke about off air. I did a big ComC order. Jamie told me about the the silver elite card was on there for like $5.
Mental, like.
That's mental.
You could transfer all your e-pack stuff and they'd all appear on ComC, and for some reason they were going for $5 or $6. So yeah, so I picked one of those up. With this, I just got lots of like random cards. There's nothing sort of overly great. The silver match day moments being probably the best. Picked up some like Matt Cardona, Chelsea Green, Bret Hart, and FTR, I think. So yeah. I did an e-pack trade the other day. So I pulled a Jungle Boy Wednesday in Action and I traded it for Hangman Adam Page. Just because I'm not really a big Jungle Boy fan.
What, the same Wednesday in Action for?
Yeah, both Wednesday in Action, cool, unredeemed. So,
I think that's really cool. I think that's you've got a much better end of the deal off that.
I think so, yeah. And like the guy said, he's just trying to trade. He's not looking to buy. Mm-hmm. So I was like, yeah, go for it, bud. It's
nice.
Fine. Picked up two cards, in fact, from one of our listeners, Logan. So I picked up, and this was, I think, thanks to Dave for posting about this. Yeah. So it was a Lita Select Auto. she's in the kind of it's like pre-Hardy Boys attire, so she's in the red Essa Rios get up, which I think looks cool. And yeah, he accepted deals on both, so I put in an offer and all the rest of it. Came really quick, and yeah, appreciate that, Logan. So thank you. I think he is this right? Is he Card Attitude on eBay?
Yeah, that's him.
And Instagram, yeah. So he's got loads of wrestling on there at the moment.
Yeah, massive amounts. He's actually got. So I bought something from him, but I'll be on mine. But he's got the Panini crowns. The God, are they the Asian set? The
white sparkle.
No. I'm talking about it's in like a die cut of a crown. Like a
like basketball.
Yeah. But what are they called?
Yeah, Crown Royale.
Crown Royale.
Of cheese.
So yeah, he's got one of those on, but Bones Jones from UFC in gold out of 10. I think he wants
John Jones.
Yeah, so he wants about 120 for it, but I think that's a great deal, and that is a fantastic card. I've been eyeing.
I used to love him back in the day, John Jones.
Yeah, before he allegedly, all his allegedlys. Many allegedlys. I'm not going to go through them. Many allegedlys.
Hide under the ring.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a lovely card. I saw that. I was very envious of that card. So yeah, he's got, honestly, lots on there. More from him later from my lot.
Yeah. Cool. Next on the list. Sorry, I told you I had a lot. I'm not
You've been
even
a busy boy this
month.
month. Well, this week, yeah.
Really busy. I've written down, I bought a crap ton of coloured parallels from Slam Attacks Chrome, courtesy of Dave Nagel on the CFP group. He cut me some really good deals, actually, so I appreciate that, Dave. There was like to 5 to 10 to 25 auto, and the auto I thought was quite funny because it's a Ciampa auto, and it was literally the day I kind of slagged off his auto to you a bit, Dave, and you were like, I quite like his auto, and then I ended up buying one later that day.
That's funny.
So ironic. Predominantly kind of lower end cards on this one, but all for the PC, and I appreciate Dave cutting me some deals there. And then staying with Slam Attacks Chrome, it might feature a little bit more. I bought 2 bigger cards. So I got the Rock. It was a yellow to 99 and a Thank You Taker green to 50 insert. So I only need 1 green for the Thank You Takers now to get the set.
Nice, well done.
So that's quite good. Then, I've got the 85 packs of Slam Attacks we've already spoken about. And then today, actually, I shipped home from my Ship My Cards account. Requested it a little while ago, but the guy's been at the Munich card show, so he only got back sort of late last week. So it featured loads of the cards that I've spoken about on here over the past sort of 3 months or so. So things like my Batista tie-dye auto to 25, Brett auto, Lashley, Rey Mysterio, Liv Morgan. All in all, I think I worked out it's about 200 to 300 cards turned up today.
Oh, really?
There wasn't really any sealed product. I had a Champions League box, which I did pull an auto out of. But mainly just sort of singles and things from breaks and things like that. But I just want to say something. We normally say fuck John Cena. Well, fuck FedEx, because they have pissed me right off today.
Why?
Because they're contradictory. Right, so
what do they do?
Check this. So I've had notifications today, either by email or text. So it's at the start, it was going to be here before 12 today. I was like, fine, cool. Yeah. Then it was before 2. Then it was before the end of the day. Then it was Friday. And then it turned up at 3 p.m. just as I'm about to go to pick the kid up from school. And I'm like...
That's
I was
bad,
just
man.
happy it turned up, but fucking hell,
It's mad.
Jesus.
I had the same thing with FedEx this week with the penny instance. Like it said delivery by the 23rd. I thought, well, that's fine. I'll make sure I'm here on Wednesday. And then it suddenly changed Monday morning to out for delivery today. And I thought, fuck, I'm not going to be about. And then it didn't turn up till like late on the day anyway. Anyway, FedEx.
Bloody FedEx.
So I've only used FedEx a couple of times. This a couple of years ago, and they were bob on for me. But this is quite a while ago.
Yeah, I think they're service-wise they're pretty good, aren't they? But it just feels like
The thing is, I've used them quite a bit, and they are normally all right. So yeah, it was a bit of a disappointment when I had like faith in them, but then they fucked it today.
Are you selling?
But anyway,
are you selling your Batista?
Quite possibly, yeah, I think so.
Give me a shout before you do. Fuck's sakes. I need it for the PC, you know what I mean? So if you can cut me a deal, maybe
cool.
We'll see.
I'll slide in.
Nice
That's it purchases wise, but I do have a couple of Raz's breaks and misses. So I entered 2 Raz's in the last few weeks, both sort of $10 ones on Card Foundation. Struck out swinging on both, so nothing there. And then I'm going to say my favourite break of all time happened this week, and it was a Slam Attacks Chrome case break. Yeah. And I'm going to talk about this because it was fucking amazing.
Go on, mate.
So I took Hogan, Warrior, Undertaker, Bret Hart, Mankind, and I got a freebie of Reggie. I don't know why I took Reggie, but I just
Reggie's cool.
Yeah.
no longer exists as Reggie.
Scripts.
Scripts or something, yeah.
Scripts.
Yeah.
That's fucking.
But
we should have talked about that earlier on. Well, hang on a second. We should have talked about that earlier on. I think he's one of the most athletic people.
Massive, I think.
His entrance.
Yeah.
Wow.
But what the fuck is that character? Like,
What's that mask?
That's a proper Vinnie Mac thing as well, isn't it, to do?
Yeah,
Max Moon. Like, I'm getting Max Moon vibes from it. I'm like,
defo.
what? Yeah, it's quite scary.
Future endeavours
Sorry,
coming
Chris,
up.
to interrupt, but that
No,
needed an interruption there. Jesus Christ.
So I did pretty well. I'm not going to lie. One of the better ones in the break to hit. So what did I get? I got a ton of the Thank You Taker coloured inserts. Too many to name. The one that P-Bear's sending to PSA for me is a out of 25 orange. Mm-hmm. He's also sending for me a green 50 to 50 Hogan, a yellow colour match Hogan, which will be my second one at PSA, and a speckle refractor Hogan as well. So 4 cards going off from that. And yeah, I got quite a lot. I think I got a Mankind speckle refractor, and then I got lots of like refractors and little bits and pieces. But bar that, what I was mainly happy about was that so many people that I know, or like the main hits from that break, were people that I knew. So the main one was, did you guys see the 1-of-1 AJ Styles?
Yeah.
Yes, nice
The
card.
listener, Brian Lyons had that spot.
Oh, well done, Brian.
So yeah, Brian did okay. So I think he got the 1-of-1 Superfractor. He got, I think, a normal AJ Styles auto as well to 50. He got a Mustafa Ali auto to 50, and then I think he got a couple of coloured as well. But yeah, they're all guys at EPCs, and yeah, just nice to see, isn't it? When
I speak
people
to him like
you know
daily. So
was he happy?
We speak normally about Marvel Snap and how we're both doing on it. But yeah, he's the loveliest guy. And,
yeah, it seems
he's just like for him to hit those big hits, great.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's nice to see Chrome getting some love now as well. I think with it being obviously in the offers the other week, people are now buying back into it. And it's nice to see it back in the forefront. I think people sort of slept on it a little bit. So it's nice seeing people enjoying the product.
It's always been in the forefront for me.
I know it has, right? Yeah.
It's your second wife at the minute, I tell you.
Basically.
Jesus.
First wife.
First wife.
But also, Tommy, who we all often speak about, he only had Io Shirai and he hit a to 5 red auto, which is
it looks
a beautiful
nice,
card.
doesn't it? Yeah.
Really nice. And Graham Reed, the wrestling card wizard, he had the EST Bianca Belair, and I know I'm pretty sure he got like a gold, or he got some kind of coloured card, and I think that's going off to PSA as well. So it's just really nice to see all of these good brothers hitting cards. So yeah, shout out to those guys, and a big shout out to P Bear Paul, because that was a hell of a break and he did really well. Entertaining throughout. Do you know what I mean? He's an entertaining guy anyway, but pulling monsters, 2 101s from Slam Attacks Chrome in 2 days.
Crazy.
So then the next day he had like a free break. So on his free break, he hit a Baron Corbin 101 as well.
That's crazy.
Man.
They're nice. The 101s on those
they look sick, don't they?
Really, the gold is just it really pops, to be honest.
You know you've got one as well, don't you? Like, it looks so different to everything else.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, there's no mistake in what it's going to be.
But that's what Topps did so well. Like, I've got a good, few 1-of-1s from their sets, and they're all like proper, like super fractors. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
they are proper. You don't really get that from Panini, though, do you?
No,
not like that. Really,
it's more like the black, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like okay, sorry, but yeah.
And then honestly, swear to God, last thing about Slam Attacks Chrome, I missed a ton, I must have missed about 20, 30 cards. I think it was last night or the night before. As always, fell asleep. They went disgustingly cheap, and I'm a bit upset about it because I could have really ticked off a few that I needed off of that. So, yeah, pretty busy couple of weeks for me. How about you guys? Who wants to go next?
So I'm really quick. So the only big card, really, obviously we did the trade, but the only big card that I purchased in the last couple of weeks was the Bron Breaker Select Ringside Auto out of 99, which is the red. Lovely card. Got that from Logan as well. Thank you, Logan. Just needed it for the Bron PC, really. So yeah, I think that's about it. Not much more. I was in a couple of breaks with Two Bros, with Spectrum. Really hitting shit, to be honest. I think the best thing I hit was a Lance Archer out of 99 out of 99. I think that's the only thing. But the thing is, I've been like just going around getting the cheaper ones, really. So like trying to see what I can hit, low end but high end of the low ends, basically, if I can. Because I think the big stuff is still going for ridiculous prices.
It's really expensive still.
Yeah. I mean, Jade has come down, but she's still over 50, and I've seen. Of all the breaks I've been in recently, I've seen no Jade come out at all.
I haven't either, actually.
It's just like people pissing money up against the wall.
It's crazy,
fine if you want to do that. If you want to do that, fine. If you want to take the hit, fine. But yeah, it's just been ridiculous. Mox, I see so much Mox come out. Like every break I've been on, a Mox card has come out. The last one I was actually on, there was a lovely Eddie Kingston out of 25. With a bit of the T-shirt from the penis T-shirt.
The Willy card.
It was the Willy card. It was a bit further down than that, but it looked really nice. And I did see the Ricky Starks. Sorry, go on, mate.
Was it his nuts?
The other end.
His gooch.
It was a bit further down.
Margaret, it was his gooch.
Sorry, Margaret.
The Kingston Starfish.
So I've completely lost where I was. I did see the Ricky Starks 1-of-1. So the auto gold 1-of-1 come out on one of the breaks. The one he's going to town on himself, but that was good game. That was nice to see come out of a break. But other than that, and I think as well, I did let Tommy know that he hasn't been going in for the Sheeda on it because it's too expensive, and he can basically pick what he wants up cheaper.
Well, he's also got the big hitter card out of that set already, hasn't he? From the table for two, hasn't he?
Oh, I know, but like last night's break that I was on the shid side. So out of 10, out of 25, and the table for two with Abaddon, not numbered, but they all came out of one case, and so he wasn't very happy. No. But the out of 10 and the blue looks lovely. Actually, it was a really nice card. So yeah, I think he was a bit disappointed about that, but. Other than that, I did. Oh, as well, Chris. Thank you very much. You did send a couple of extras, and one of the cards was the speckly chrome attacks. Dolph Ziggler. Yes, that's a lovely card, mate. Oh. And Jamie, you also sent me a lovely card for my wife for a natty. Chrome, what year was that? That's
the same as that rock one thing. It says 2015 Atomic. That was
2015. Was that an Atomic?
Yes, an Atomic. Yeah.
Oh mate, I didn't notice it was an Atomic. I basically just gave it straight to the wife, and she was like, "Oh, lovely." So it was a lovely card. Thank you for that. The extras that you gave me. Oh my god. So Jamie's got a thing. We haven't discussed this yet, have we? So Jamie's got a thing of do A or B. And you say either A or B, and you get either A or B. And I went B, and oh my lord.
You guys have been quite lucky, like the last few times. You've gone A or B, and you've ended up with a nice pouch, which meant I've got a lot of crud. So
yeah, I've had a good one recently.
So basically, I got the scum and villainy of wrestling. Some real stinkers. And I won't go through them because otherwise I'll be saying allegedly a lot. But the main one, I chose B, and I got Benoit, one of the Italian game cards, with him doing a cripple across face. So thank you very much for that, Jamie. Just before we go back to Jamie, just to let you know, Jamie has had a trouble with his mic. So it wouldn't be our show without having some kind of technical issue. Last time it was me going through the PC and sounding like Bane again. So Jamie, it's your turn to talk like Bane. So thank you, Jamie. Anyway, it is appreciated.
Technology is wonderful sometimes, isn't it? But yeah, not on this occasion. So anyway, there you go. We'll persevere. We'll see how we get on.
Yeah,
you're up, Jay. What you been buying?
So this week has been a bit quieter week for me, really. So I picked up some more Red Wave for the Red Wave PC. So I'm now down to like my final 75, I think. So I managed to pick up a Solo Sokoa, which I think is his rookie card in Panini Prism, I think, if I'm right.
Correct.
That's right, yeah.
Which I was quite happy with that. Picked up Goldberg, Saray, and a few other names as well. So we're starting to work through some of the bigger names individually. I think the lots are now drying up. So I'm just being a bit cautious, really, and just picking up some singles as and when I can, really. Again, I'm not paying more than $1 for them, so I'm quite happy with that. And I've got quite a few that I'm watching, so the Andres and stuff like that. So picked up a few more Red Waves. Orange Flashes. I haven't picked up many more Orange Flashes at the minute. I've still got quite a few sitting in the States, so when they come through, I'll grab them, which ain't too bad. Big shout out to Dave Mastiff.
Big Dave.
I put up one of his cards on our Instagram feed, and he actually liked the Instagram feed. So I've actually gone down a Dave Mastiff rabbit hole. So I picked up the purple out of 75 for select of Big Dave, and I picked up for $1. I also picked up a Reddit card as well, and I also went in for Big Dave on a break. I can't remember whose break it was now, but I went for Big Dave on one of them. So I don't think I'll go too deeply into that, but his cards are really well priced.
Sorry, I was going to say I've got a couple of stiffies that I can send your way.
Okay.
Sorry.
I also picked up a Dave Zebra as well. Again, hardly paid anything for it. So yeah, exactly. That was from Maureen. Good morning, Maureen.
Margaret.
Sorry, Margaret. So yeah, not too bad. But in regards to breaks and stuff like that, I went into a Bruno break. Went for a Jerry the King Lawler, and that was Panini Impeccable. Got nothing from that. But again, it was only like $8 a spot. So again, that's worth the gamble, really.
Yeah.
And I got some living card sets from David Lloyd. Thank you very much, Lloydy, for those.
That's me. Yeah. Hello.
That's you, so they come through. Also got some nice roulette in that as well, so that'll be making its way onto somebody shortly.
No, that came from Chris originally.
I think it's done. There's only one person that's not made its way back round to yet. So if you haven't had said card yet, you will be getting it very soon.
You remember what you sent to Tommy?
What I send?
Lars.
Oh yeah, Lars Sullivan. There you go.
So nice. So there's one person who hasn't had it yet. So watch out, said person. Who's waiting for some Panini Instant cards from me, so he'll enjoy that when it comes around.
That's fine.
So yeah, Panini Instant had the delivery come through from Panini. They cocked up my order, so the Ava Reigns, they short shipped me Avas. So sent an email to Panini and said to them that I need these, and they basically sent that out. So that should hopefully be with me. It says Monday the 28th, but as Chris said earlier with FedEx, that could turn up at lunchtime tomorrow at this rate. So we'll see what happens with that.
Are you seriously saying that Panini
QC.
have issues with this kind of stuff?
Who'd have thought?
Yeah, like that. Who would have thought that Panini would be bad at something? Amazing.
I'll tell you the really weird thing though that I found strange was they were all individual cards, top loaded. They weren't like in a box or a case like you would do with tops. They're all individual, and someone had actually initialed to say that they had put 2 sets of 5 in. But yeah, very very odd. So yeah, that came. I missed out for the War Games PC. I only need the Candice LeRae out of 99 to get all of those parallels, and I missed out on one for $11 on eBay last night. So that is what it is. That's quite a cheap card to pick up, Candice LeRae. They just don't crop up that often, really. And just a quick shout out, not my own purchases, but some purchases for some people. Danny, one of the listeners, messaged me midweek, and I sent it over to you guys. He bought a single pack of Heritage 2005 a few years ago, and he's just been sitting on it. And he opened up and had done a bit of a Tommy, opened it up, and within the pack was a Rowdy Roddy Piper TV screen autograph on
Our
card.
minds were blown.
Mine was blown, and it's just it was unbelievable that you just buy one pack. And Tommy had the same thing with that WCW, didn't he? Like, a massive hit of cards. So
hell yeah.
I said to him I'd give him a mention on the pod for that, but
big pull.
Yeah, some of these packs crazy.
Especially when said person has long since departed, you know what I mean? It's just makes it all the more special, doesn't it? You know.
Yeah. So massive hit there. But just does show you like these purchases. If you buy individual packs, you don't know sometimes what is lurking in there, and it is worth a gamble sometimes. So
cool.
But that's pretty much it for me, really. Bit of a quiet week. I've been saving up sort of like the Black Friday stuff, and obviously the road to Christmas now, really. So. I will be doing a bit of a deal ski for Chris for 24 packets of the Slam Attack's 10th anniversary. So we'll talk about that coming up. But yeah, no, a bit of quiet week for me. But again, I'm sure as we get nearer Christmas, I'll be picking up some more. So
yeah, I think we'll. Yeah.
So yeah, so that wraps up our purchase for this week. So we'll move on now to the top 5 for this week. Or do you want to? Should we do? Big topic. How do you want to play it? Should we do top 5?
No, big topic.
Let's do big topic. So it's going to be quite a quick one this week for us. Of course, we are recording this on a Thursday, so pulling back the curtain a little bit. It's Thanksgiving in the US, and that is always followed up by Black Friday. So we've seen a few deals online, but this is really just going to be a big topic, really, just to rattle off where to look if you don't know the sort of places to look for cards, what to look out for, and just things to be aware of, really. So, guys, what have you seen Black Friday week, Cyber Monday week? What have you seen already at the moment?
Well, the first thing before we go into that,
Happy Thanksgiving, y'all.
Our ATPers. Y'all.
Yes.
And I hope you
have a good day off.
A turkey leg.
Well deserved day off. That's it.
Yeah.
a long weekend as well.
They have 2 weeks.
Yeah.
They're 2 days. 2 weeks.
I think so,
2 days off, don't they? They're today and
They get
tomorrow
the
off,
crap
don't they?
days normally.
Oh,
Yeah.
lovely. So, congratulations. Well done. We all think it's a mental holiday over here, but regardless,
Yeah.
go nuts.
Second Christmas.
Have fun. Watch some football.
First Christmas.
Yeah, they all love American Yeah, they all love watching the American football over there. I'll call it American football. So they all love it, and happy times with them. And then that leads us
And for our Canadian listeners, such as Gordo, happy Thanksgiving for October, because we did mention you in October. So happy Thanksgiving, Gordo.
And then that segues us into the blackest of all Fridays. I'm not a big fan of it personally, because it's just like, it's whatever. To be honest, I don't think it should exist as an entity, but it does. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
And we seem to have cottoned onto it, which seems mad.
Well, first of
we've got no.
Well, first of all, it was Halloween, and now it's the blackest of Fridays. You know what I mean? So,
in this country, I don't think we take it quite to the limits that other countries or America takes it. I feel like we started to. There was a few years where it was a real big thing, this Black Friday, and I just feel like it's died off now, and it's becoming kind of, a non-event. As someone who works as a manager in retail, I've definitely noticed it. But absolutely.
Have you noticed it's killed off Boxing Day sales now as well? I've noticed that we don't tend to do that as much. Why that seems to be the big thing.
That's it.
I used to love Boxing Day sales as a kid and stuff like that, but because I think, to be honest, it's because obviously Thanksgiving means nothing to us. We've got no association with it. But for some reason, Black Friday is a global event. It's I'd say global. I don't know if they're doing it in China. But yeah, I just don't see the point of it. But here we are, and we have, and here we are talking about it as our big topic. We do have some deals to talk about, right?
There are some good deals, yes.
So one that I can't remember who saw it. I feel like it might have, the first place I saw this one was good brother Johnny Tancredi posted it. Panini Instant 50% off. So that was a pretty good deal, and it encouraged. I think so, yeah. So it encouraged a few of those 101s that have been hanging around for a while. They have not been liberated, but they have now. So again, Tommy ATP liberated the Pretty Deadly 101, $50, 50 big ones.
Yep.
Yeah. No, yeah, that's it.
Yep.
And then I think he said that some of the other ones are slowly starting to go as well. So
the fives are now gone for the Pretty Deadly, but I think
that's
Cross was still there and Wesley was still there, the 101.
I'll let everyone be a liberator this week, but if they keep doing it, it's gimmick infringement, and cease and desist letters will go out. But yeah, no, great on them. Like I was thinking about the Wesley one, to be honest, but I just thought that there's people out there that would want it more than me. So what's the point? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The big one was because they've been doing all the World Cup ones from the football, and the Mbappe one for the 101 was $500, but if you would do the Panini 50% off, you would have got it for $250. So you would have someone picked up an Mbappe 101
really good
for $250. That's crazy, isn't it? So massive. So keep your eyes, because obviously
it's a big sale, isn't it? Because there's going to be some big cards over the weekend, especially if you want to get some England ones and stuff like.
Or wows.
I said to you guys, the Jude Bellingham, like even the base cards, like being his first World Cup goal, like that's well worth keeping. I don't know what the print run will be on them, but. Yeah, 50% off is a massive discount. I think that's probably the biggest I've seen so far. So come on, Upper Deck, crack on.
Yeah. Well, the thing is as well, if they release the Crown Jewel one, which I don't think they will do now. I don't know.
I don't think during the offer do they.
But if they did today, tomorrow, you're going to get 50% off of it. You know what I mean? So it's worth keeping your eyes on for at least this couple of days anyway to see, because you could get some proper good deals on there. But yes, Upper Deck, pull your finger out, give us 20% off or something like that. That'd be lovely, wouldn't it?
Clear out those 2021 AEWs. That'd be perfect.
They don't what's the point of them now? You know what I mean? Like everyone's pulling dog shit from them anyway. We've been pulling dog shit for weeks now. You know, so. But the thing is, why not just get rid of them?
Just before the next flagship comes out, just clear them all and just get them gone. But yeah, that's
and you've got Spectrum to go on there at some point, right?
Yeah.
And so just clear your decks. Whatever.
I mean, that was a really nice one to see initially, and I think the other ones really are you sort of your big hitters really. Obviously, Dave Adams, they're not launching theirs until midnight our time.
Yeah.
They've not even put any previews up for that, so I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Steel City Collectibles, they've started doing a preview. Not too many massive deals on Steel City. Have you guys had a chance to look at Steel City?
I only saw probably what Dave saw as well, was the finest blasters for $15, which is $14 too much, and the AEW blasters for $20. Which I think the AEW blasters, that's fair. That's a fair price for those. But yeah.
The thing is, I remember last year's one, and because they sell a lot of singles as well.
Yeah.
A lot of like graded singles. That if you go in their catalog, if you just type in wrestling, there's a lot. That I would say it is quite expensive. They're not cheap ones, but I would say as well that they are quite high end cards as well from the tops range. We're not saying Panini; it's more tops, right? A lot of framed cards, and it's really cool. And I do remember them having a sale on that. I think I got my Nikki Cross because out of 25 from one of the Transcendent VIP things. And I'm sure I got that on a Black Friday last year. But just keep your eyes out because they've got some monster cards on there. And if you can get it for like 20-30% off, jobs are good and really. Yeah. Yeah,
and I think Steel City, their boxes at the moment, like, I don't know if it's their full Black Friday deal. I think they're the same thing. Like at midnight, they're going to put it up. Yeah. But at the moment, their sale prices aren't that keen for WWE. It's a bit low. Blowout have had quite a good deal. They've got quite a few discounts on their stuff, but you know something with their sales tax Chrome, Chris, didn't you? They've actually done something a little bit different.
So as I said on the last show, I bought
Snidey fuckers. Margaret, snidey fuckers.
So on the last show, I said I bought boxes of Summer Tax Chrome, and I paid $50 a piece. Jamie tells me about the deal today, and he says they're $60 a piece. So they've gone up by $10. But the case has gone down by $50. So maybe just buy a case. I don't know, but weird. I'm really glad I got in there at the 50 price point because I'd be annoyed otherwise. But yeah.
It's a bit strange as well. Some of their other stuff on there, like they've got 12 packs of SummerSlam fat packs, and it's got here original price $174, and the special Black Friday price is $60. And I don't think that's that good for a fat pack. I'd have thought that didn't seem too much of a great deal, but I think the other ones as well, retailers here in the UK, so sports trading cards, they've had a little bit of a go on this, haven't they? They've reduced some prices as well.
Not a lot though. So there's two things. There was Revolution, sorry. Rev Pro. Revolution, they sold, I think it was 80, they put it down to 60, and they sold out of
even
that
a few hours
within the day.
I think,
And then, and AEW 2021. Yep, AEW, the flagship, basically. That got reduced to $140.
When you think expensive. I paid $75 for one the week before, but it's availability as well.
There was nothing else. They're quite dry on their site, to be honest. I did check at First and Goal and King of Hoops because they're generally the other two. That get product in, and there was no deals that I saw on there. So,
no, and I think we mentioned this earlier on about tops, about maybe if they were going to have a clear of any WWE stuff, but it looks as though I think the licensing side of things.
I think Dave said it right the other day. I just don't think they can. I don't think they can sell anything anymore. But do you know what I mean?
Well,
they'd need a third party, or
an agreement.
Do you know what I mean? They'd need someone else involved, I think. Yeah.
Well, they would. They would need an agreement with Panini.
No.
And why would Panini do it when they probably want to slog out their catalogue that they've done? If Panini just did Prism, maybe but they've how many sets have they done? 5, 6.
Impeccable,
I think
Revolution,
5, isn't it?
Prism, Select, NXT. 5.
NXT 5. Crazy. So I can't imagine
it would be nice, but
it is it's a thought though, isn't it? Like how much back stock have they still got? Like, and what they're ever going to do with it? Like,
because I know last year obviously they still had the license, but Euroshop had that massive deal on Slam Attacks and the Boneyard boxes and stuff, didn't they? But even Euroshop this year haven't got any cards on there at all. So
it feels to me like it doesn't exist anymore because it's run by fanatics now. The prices are all different to how they used to be. The kind of sales stuff is not the way it used to be. So I don't know. It's a shame.
Yeah. So I think the main thing with this really is keep an eye out on the big hitters, and we'll put if we see anything decent, we'll stick it on our social feeds. But again, there aren't that many good deals out there, really. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. But the biggest one for this week, Panini Instant, unbelievable, 50% off.
If anyone's selling Prism for $100, let us know quickly, and we'll buy it all. Wax, that'd be great. But I can't see that happening, sadly. But we live in hope.
I
think, I might have an eye on that. But I think
$235 is the cheapest I've seen it at the moment. So still a little bit too much.
Yeah, it's not great. Yeah, just to have it at Wax is never mind.
And I think before we go on to the top 5, just to round up the big topic, obviously with Black Friday. So for Advent, so we mentioned this a few episodes back, that our good friend Chalky was going to do an advent. The Chalk Man, yes, was going to do sort of an advent calendar. He's going to open a pack a day, wasn't he, and go through. And we're cottoned onto that a little bit. Have you guys? Are you still going to do it? Are you going to not do it?
Yes, but I haven't bought it yet. So
you've got about a week or so left, haven't you?
So I'm probably going to get it on Monday, but it's.
I was just about to say, what are you going to get?
NXT.
Yeah,
it's the NXT is the plan.
You haven't opened
any,
have you?
You know what I mean? I didn't rip it. You know, I've only done breaks. So other than Select Blasters, I haven't ripped any Panini. Other than that, it's all been breaks and singles,
which is probably a very smart way to do it, by the way.
And it's 24
smarter than me.
Yeah,
but NXT are 24 packs as well, I believe. So
spot on.
It's perfect, right? So why not? Yeah, exactly. And it's 70 from sports card trading, and I need to get products. I'm out of top loaders at the minute and running out of pennies, so I need to get product as well. So that's a Monday purchase for me. Yeah, Jamie.
So
what about you, Chris? What are you going to go for?
I am. What was it that I ordered? Heritage 2016 blasters. I can't remember. It doesn't get me enough packs to do. I think I ordered 2 of them, so I'm going to top it up with. I haven't really decided yet. I'm going to either put some Slam Attacks Chrome in there, or I've got a couple of fat packs I might do towards sort of the end, like 23rd, 24th, that sort of thing. And then we picked up obviously the big lot of 10th anniversary Slam Attacks. So I'm also going to do that. So I've got 24 packs of them aside. So I'm going to have a good pack and then a Slam Attacks pack. And I'm also doing it for my son as well. So I've got lots of Mario, Minecraft, Pokemon cards, tins, that sort of things for him. So looking forward to that just as much. And I'm also really looking forward to seeing everyone's pulls every day. I want to see pulls every day. Chalky said to me he's going to do it. I want to see your guys too. So yeah, be really fun. But what did you get, Jay? Because I was trying to tell Chalky the other day. I can't remember.
So I've gone for, I bought 3 blasters because you get 10 packs in each, and that would cover me. I know it'd give me 30, but I don't really count, obviously, the Relic cards as such. So I've gone for Road to WrestleMania 2016, the Walmart blasters. I think those ones are, I think it's Brock Lesnar, right. I think are the exclusives. And then I've gone Road to WrestleMania 2015. I've got 2 boxes, which I think is the Sting always, the Walmart exclusives. And then I've got, obviously, when I do the deal for the Slam Attacks, that'll be working those, so there'll be 24 packs of them. So I'll have enough for each day, and I think maybe Christmas Day I'll then do all the Relics on Christmas Day instead of drip feeding it through. So I'll open the Blaster Relics from there. So,
sweet.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing this year. It's a really good idea. I'd never
it's like Chalky
doing
said, it's just something to look forward to. Do you know what I mean? Something fun every day. So yeah, Christmas can be a bit of a tough time. So yeah, definitely keeping my spirits up for sure.
I might get an extra pack for Christmas Day, like a single for something.
See if you can find like a hobby pack or
I'll see what I can find.
Something cool.
I was thinking like a WCW or something like that. You know, something. Something.
A random.
Yeah, like a random pack that I haven't opened before, kind of thing. So I was thinking that, but I don't know yet. I'll just have to look what's about.
Yeah,
you got plenty of time, mate.
Exactly.
Like a week.
Well. Have you guys actually started shopping?
Oh, yeah, you haven't. You've only got.
Have you guys actually started shopping for Christmas yet?
I'm prepared.
Fucking hell. Okay. I've got it planned, but I'm nowhere near it. Mad. Anyway.
Definitely.
So we'll talk about that next episode. Then we'll talk about our Advent next time. So let's move on to our top 5 this week. So top 5 this week was picked by me, and it was manufactured relics. So we're not on about your shirts or your canvases, all the relics that the card companies have made for us over the years. And to be honest with you, actually, I didn't realise there were so many of them as there was. And it was quite interesting, actually. A lot of them are things that I hadn't really considered before. So should be quite a good one. I don't know how we're going to mega 5 it, as we always say, but we'll run through it. So yeah, let's go with our top 5. Chris, you start us off this week with your top 5 relics.
So just before I do that, I do want to just have a quick housekeeping about our previous top 5. Listener Graham Reed got in contact and said you missed out like a really good insert. Obviously, it was our own choices, but again, it kind of took the piss because I finished this insert set earlier in the year, and it's the Rob Schamberger, like the painting sort of ones that were from Undisputed last year. So I finished these this year, and he's done them like a few years previous as well. So yeah, I probably might have put them in mine if I'd have remembered them.
Well, we're going to do a review of top 5, right? Yeah. So top 5s. In the coming weeks, so there's always room for insertion.
Yeah, but yeah, good shout, Graham. I appreciate that. But so going on to manufactured relics, Jamie, did you just say that you thought there was quite a lot?
Yeah, but I think over the last few years, I think Topps in particular have made a bit of a habit of doing quite a few of them.
Yeah,
but again, there were some that overlooked. So I didn't really get like the women's division ones and stuff like that. So I missed quite a few, but there was quite a lot out there.
Yeah, I don't know. I've really struggled to find. I could find a lot of like the same type. Do you know what I mean? You can find lots of like
they rehashed quite a few, didn't they?
Whatever. Yeah, and then it's kind of like you have to pick which one of those things you think is the coolest, and it's So I think we might have some same type of cards, but different years and things.
So there was the manufactured like patch. There's the medallion.
Yeah.
There's the belt plate.
Yeah.
The ring.
Yeah.
We'll get onto that. Masks.
Authority figures.
Strips. Yeah, for me, that's the biggest.
No, go on.
Go on. Sorry, mate. No,
I was just going to say the authority figures. Is that the one that's like the coins?
Yeah, it's like a crop or
Yeah. Sorry, I class them as medallions.
Yeah, same.
They put me off, man. Like those are the worst. I know people. I know people do collect them. And
I
stuff
hated
like that,
pulling them out of a box. I
there's a
thought
lot-
getting in a blaster and getting a medallion was the worst thing ever. Unless it's not.
Yeah, I admit I have pulled one of these and I wasn't too impressed. I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah.
Let's go.
Anyway,
let's go. So,
we've had our moan.
No, they're not, and
They're not.
they are.
We like.
There's some cool ones, but I just disagree with that. There's a lot of them. I just really struggled to find too many. But I'll start us off number 5. I'm going to go with Panini Impeccable, the gold and silver bars. You know, like the Troy ounce bars. They're big cards, so literally they're big. And they're big cards in terms of money. So I've been kind of trying to track these since me and Dave spoke about sort of the inserts from Impeccable. I've been just kind of trying to keep an eye on prices. And boy, these ones I think of going up in value. I've noticed a lot of them doing some really good numbers. You'll get the few like jabroni guys that won't be going up and are kind of like plateauing, but the big guys, like the guys that I'm going to be interested in, Warrior, Hogan, these guys are too expensive for me.
See, I would say just quickly on that some of them, like I was offered, for example, the bronze silver for $100, and I'm like, what is wrong with this card if you're giving it for $100?
Was it something? Did you see it or anything?
Yeah.
And was it something wrong with it?
Exactly. I mean, I do agree with you but the dross ones have like $100 or less, really.
Yeah.
I saw someone the other day put up an RVD one, silver, and you don't see many golds. So
No.
I saw an RVD silver with an RVD out of 99 auto for 130, I think it was.
Okay.
Which that's amazing price. You know
That's
what I
good,
mean?
yeah.
I've seen JBL for 100 or so. So,
because I would say a lot of the ones I'm seeing are sort of like more like 300-400.
yeah.
Which I was surprised about, actually. I was.
But if you're going for the
surprised.
big boys,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, that's kind of expected.
I don't even think the ones, some of them were, they were like, I'm not saying that they're not big, but like people like Seth Rollins and people like that were still going for pretty decent money.
Really?
I like them though. I've been on the fence about them. The more I see them, the more I like them. I think it'd be like a cool piece for like a collection. It stands out. And I'm just hoping that the prices drop a little bit so I can pick one up. There's
a tiny aspect of that with the Impeccable, and that I have a problem with Impeccable still. And it's not the design of the card, but the more I see Impeccable, the more I see problems with the product with regarding the actual corners more than anything, and the whitening and stuff like that.
And it's, one of them things with the big type of cards. They are
really chunky,
prone to this sort of thing. They're really big.
It's the cutting of it generally, right? And I get it, but if you're going to do a big card and it's the biggest premium product you've put out to date with that set,
put it in something
to be.
Why do they not
pristine?
Yeah, why do they not mag it, or do you know what I mean? Do something to protect it, because I feel like that's where it's going to get damaged, is in transit in the box, because it's just
So the actual bars, I believe, are in
extras,
packets,
aren't they? Yeah,
but they're actually in their own individual packet, I believe.
They are. Yeah.
The only problem is I don't think it's the transit. I think it's the cut.
Do you think?
And I've seen so many, like that's my Shinsuke Nakamura. It's the cut. I had a discussion with Logan about it, and it's just there's nothing. It's not just this. It's all sports that they've come out with, and I think that impeccable, despicable in some regards. It's not fair, like on people buying this stuff. Really.
Yeah,
I'm
I
sorry,
guess
I'm ranting.
No,
about
no,
it,
you're fine, because it's that if you're buying a box, you're spending ballpark 500-600 for it. That's your big card. That's going to be pretty much your biggest card you're going to get. So then for it to come with whiting on the corners and miscut or whatever is not a good look.
The thing is, if you're reselling it, if you're buying it off someone from a reseller, and that it all depends on what picture you've got, like the lighting on it, you might miss it. You know, I've seen some cars recently that I've gone oh, and then on second look, I'm like, whoa, okay, I'm so glad I haven't gone in for that. So, I would. It's just a little asterisk next to them. That I don't trust impeccable, no matter what. If I think it's good, whatever, but it's dodgy,
potential dodgy.
Potential dodgy.
So number 4, I'm not going to speak too much about because we've spoken about it recently. So it's the film strip Relics from Flagship 21. Was that what it's from? I think so. Yeah, wicked. They're cool. I think the coloured ones look really nice in these. As Jamie knows, he's going for is it the purple?
That was 25. Unsuccessfully at the minute, but trying to.
Yeah,
they're very expensive.
So if you see any, let Jamie know because he's struggling. So them at number 4. Number 3, I've gone with the championship medallions. So it's the belt plates, I think. It is 2019 tops, then now forever. So they have the championship on the card and obviously the person. The thing I liked about these ones that set them apart from any others for me was that they have then a picture of the actual championship above the plate relic. I just thought it was a nice touch. And like, I think the year before they say championship in really big writing, which I just preferred this design to that design. Basically, they were sort of my top 2. And just liked them. And all the belts are in gold that I'd noticed. So I think they look really nice in gold. Yeah. That's my number 3. Number 2, and I was really torn on 1 and 2, and I'm not sure I've got them the wrong way around, but number 2, I've gone for masks and face paint medallions. They were in tops 2016, then now forever. In the set, you've got Papa Shango, Kane, Oscar, Sin Cara, Kalisto, Undertaker, and Braun Strowman. So Braun's got his little, do you remember his little sheep mask? The black, so he's got that. So seems like forever ago that he was doing that. But I mean, the Undertaker, Kane, and Papa Shango ones for me were the real, like, okay, these are cool. You never really see this. I think this is the first time I'd seen them. I know that Jamie's got an even cooler one to mention, but I'm not going to spoil it. Never really paid much attention to him, and just obviously found him, and then I might have to pick up that Papa Shango one. And a big shout out to listener Scott SM Cards on Insta, because he's got a hell of a lot of these types of cards on his Instagram, so I had a real good look through there, and that's where I actually found the Papa Shango one. So cool. Number 1, Dave mentioned it earlier, Hall of Fame rings. I really like them. So me and Jamie did a trade a month or so ago, and I ended up with his Razor Ramon silver to 25 Hall of Fame ring. This I think they look classy. I like the ones with autos, but doesn't necessarily have to have an auto. And for me, it's the Hall of Fame itself is probably one of my favorite parts of WrestleMania weekend. Maybe not the last couple, but back in the day, like sort of 2016, 17, 18.
It's nice having it on the Friday or the Saturday, weren't it? Like the night before.
Yeah, when it was in, it's just really cool. And it's, they're always guys from my kind of era. So it's just maybe a little bit of a personal favorite for me. But number 1 is the Hall of Fame rings. That's my top 5. Who wants to go next?
Yeah,
Go on,
I
Lloyd.
think it's me next.
Yeah.
I'm looking at our run list. So, number 5, 2009 Topps WWE historical commemorative patch. So they're all with our favourite wrestler John Cena on. There were Walmart.
They were sort of, they were like
into
blaster
retail.
toppers, if that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. So they were in their own like little cellophane packaging, basically. And so you had the Raw Rub Bowl, you had the Bash, you had WrestleMania 25,
Yes.
and SummerSlam. Ironically, if you look at that year, it's a weird patchy year for good old John. It's more of Orton's year than it is actually John Cena's year, but you know, John Cena's the top boy. The reason I've chosen this, and it's not for comical value, is actually because I actually, regardless of John Cena being invisible on the left-hand side of the card, apart from that, I do actually like the actual patch itself. It's Jamie, you probably know better than me with these kind of things, but you know the manufactured patches that they did in Heritage, which were more white.
Yeah.
This was more like canvas coloured, like old style canvas coloured.
I'm just looking at it now,
And they were the first times they had actually done these as well. Like, I don't know if it was a trial or what, but they were like the first ones.
Yeah.
And it really pops as well. Like the actual image really pops on the card. I just think they look very unique. So that was my number 5.
Can I just say the Bash at the Beach one is the coolest? I really like that.
Yeah, it is.
I really like that.
It is. Yeah, it's so I think you can pick them up for quite cheap as well, to be honest. But you know, they're a fun card. Number 4, film strips. I know. Ironically, you had yours at number 4 as well. They're great. They really are. You know, they are really fun cards. Which we said about Topps, like the wacky stuff that they did. Yeah. No one expect them to do that kind of thing, and it was well received by everyone. It was quite
a nice addition to that set. I think that set would have been really bad if they hadn't been saved by these.
I think they came out of nowhere a bit as well, didn't they? But they kind of. I think the checklist hadn't come out in time, and people were already unboxing it, and like people did not expect them at all. I think that done them quite well, didn't it?
That's it. Yeah. Yeah. Spot on.
So I've put your mask one, so 2016 Topps Then Now Forever Masks and Faces. Instead of my number 2, that was my number 3.
Okay.
And since I joined the hobby, I needed to get the Kane one, and because I love the Kane one, I think it's absolutely fantastic. The Undertaker one as well, like for the mask. A lot of people forget about the mask, you know what I mean, and that's really cool. The Papa Shango one does look great as well. The Bron one is just like, it feels like a million years ago. So great. They're really cool. Number 2, 2020 Women's Division Championship Plate Patch. I love these. I think they're really good. I've got quite a few of them actually, but I think I've even got the Natty one out of 10 autoed for my wife as well. I think I picked up dirt cheap. I definitely have the Alexa Bliss out of 10, which is just base. I've got Alba Fire, which was Kaylee Ray as well, and stuff like that. So I love those cards. I think they were really cool. I like the fact that they did obviously the women's division for SmackDown and Raw. So you had the blue and the red, but you had the same people as well. So like Alexa, you could get one for Alexa Bliss for both of them, kind of thing. They also did the NXT championships. Rhea Ripley's NXT one is amazing, and they also did the UK one as well, the UK championship as well. So there's a lot to them. The colouring on them is amazing. Like the the splash of colour that they've got across all of them are really cool. I think they're great. I think they're really, really fun cards. Number 1, 2017 Tops Legends of WWE Commemorative Retired Championship Belt. Now, these were a bit of a weird one because, when I joined the hobby, I wanted the JBL one, and I was very lucky to pick up an out of 5 of it. I think it's a great card because it's JBL with the championship belt that he actually won. Fantastic. I know there's a lot of love in the hobby for this set. It's one of the all-time greats for manufactured cards. I truly believe that. I think everyone who says, "Oh, I got a manufactured card," if they show 1 or 2, they always show one of these cards, right?
Absolutely.
It's pretty immense, to be honest.
Yeah.
And everyone's got their favourites. There are a couple of cards, though, that the belts don't obviously match.
I was going to say that on my part, actually. That's one of the reasons I had it lower on my list, is that it's like the tag team championships, and it'd be like Road Dogg with the modern belt. And I would have liked to have seen, like Bret Hart, for example. I would have liked to have seen the Bret Hart WWF Championship on there instead of the undisputed title belt on there.
Or even like the IC, like the old version.
I think if they matched up, I'd like it a lot more.
They do the older belts though. Yeah. So Neidhart does have the old tag team championship on it, doesn't he?
I don't think he does.
Got the world tag.
No, because I wasn't going to say this, but I will now. I've been watching that card. You guys have probably seen it on UK eBay.
It's like 40 quid. Yeah?
40 quid.
Yeah.
There's 2 problems with it. I really, really want a Jim Neidhart auto.
Yeah.
But this one, it's got the wrong belt, and the auto comes off the sticker, so it kind of puts me off a little bit. If the geezer put best offer on there, I'm best offering that 3 times before it. Do you know what I mean? I'm trying to buy it, but months and months and months and no best offer. So
it's the Attitude Era belt.
It's the early 2000s belt, isn't it? Yeah, that's it.
Damn. I didn't.
I think with the legends they've got.
But why? I don't understand.
Sorry, Dave. I say with the legends they've got signing on those, even though they're sticker autos, if they had the Attitude Era belt, you could just about get away with it. But that's why I had it a bit lower in mine. But yeah, it's the only downside really for those.
But the upside of it, they are universally, regardless of the mismatch.
You can kind of overlook that, I think, to a degree on these, can't you? They're
just loved. Yeah. They're just loved, and I get why they're loved so much.
Agreed.
Okay, right. I'll go through mine because again they're going to be very similar to yours, really. So, number 5, I went for the Tops 2019 SummerSlam logo relics. So these are like the patches again, but instead of it all being just the one SummerSlam, it's actually the image is actually of classic SummerSlams, and it's the actual imagery from that. Yeah. So like there's a SummerSlam '94 with like a classic Taker on it, and like all through the different eras and different SummerSlam logos and the big moments, which is quite a cool touch, really. If you're a fan of a particular SummerSlam, you can go after them. Number 4, which we're talking about there, the Legend plates from Legends 2017. Again, it's a nice set, and as Lloyd is saying, like it's really desired, but they don't match up, which is a bit of a downside, really, unfortunately. Number 3, I've gone for the Film Cell Relics. Again, a really nice relic that appeared out of nowhere. Really enjoying them. I'm trying to get the purple out of 25, which again, it's got such a high price. They're like $40 or $50 a piece. So I don't think I'll probably go after all 39 of them, but we'll see how we get on, really. Number 2, I've gone in for the Panini medallions from Impeccable. As you guys both said, like the silver and gold is quite nice. The dinking might be a bit of a problem, but yeah, they're quite a nice card. And just a bit of an insight thing from my job that I do, an ounce of silver is worth about 17 quid. So if it's something you don't like, you're not going to get much value from that. But an ounce of gold is about 1,400 quid. So if you pull a gold and you don't like the wrestler, just cash that card and you'll be fine.
Yeah, definitely.
And the last one, as my number one, Chrome 2015, along the same lines of your Mastercards, really, the Ultimate Warrior Medallion. Now, I've only ever seen one crop up, and that's currently on Yankee Bay. It is a really nice card. It's sort of like a sort of ripple effect, and it's green with the Ultimate Warrior, and it's got the mask medallion on there. And for a long time, there was a lot of people discussing online, even if these cards even existed. They wondered if it was maybe pulled or it was in the original artwork, but then never appeared. But this one's appeared, and it's a PSA 9. So, and it's also numbered to 75. So they must be out there, but they may be a real short print. But again,
it's real nice card. I was like in love when I saw this card.
It's got like a poster effect to it, hasn't it? I think is the best way to describe it.
Yeah. What do they call that in kind of like a fast break in Prism kind of effect?
It's really nice. But,
beautiful.
Yeah, if you ever see those cards and you're an Ultimate Warrior fan, I think you PC them, you've got to get that in your collection. I think really.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much again along the line really what you guys had, but the big difference there, that Warrior medallion right at the very top is pucker really. So we'll go through our Mega 5 then, and then we'll come back in a moment. All right.
Let's do it.
That's our 30 seconds up then. So I think it's going to be quite an easy-ish one, I think. I guess it depends where you want to be placing things, really. But you guys, where do you want to be going for number 5? What do you want to put at the very bottom of?
I know what should go to number 1, and I hate it. I can't stand the fact that it needs to be number 1. And I also think I know what should be number 2. But number 1 should be the rings.
No, I think number 1 should be the Ultimate Warrior green pulsar.
The thing is, right?
It's awesome.
The thing is, and I don't mind you putting that there. The reason I say the rings is because I'm going for universally loved over a very special card. Now we do very special cards and sets, obviously, the sets, but anytime people talk about like this week when we've talked about it on the chat and when we've talked to people, there's 2 things that have come up: the rings and the Topps Legends of WWE commemorative belts. Every time it's just those 2, right? They're universal loved. I don't like the rings, but I have a sense that they're everyone's favourite.
Shall we?
Why don't you like them?
And
what's your beef?
Huh?
What's your beef?
I just don't. They're not for me. I just don't like the. Not a fan of them.
No.
I prefer, like, if you're going to have. The thing is, they're all the same, aren't they? The rings are all the same. I can see why people like them. They're just not for me.
Okay.
But that's why I put the case. If you want to put Ultimate Warrior at number 1, I've got and have rings 2 and have the commemorative belts 3 from 2017.
The Legends one.
That's 3. Yeah, exactly. That's cool with me.
Well, if we're going for universally acclaimed, then we would have to go.
Is it not the belt?
We'd have to go rings, belts, then Warrior, wouldn't we?
I really don't mind. I'm just going from what I've seen in the group this week.
The Legends belt autos, I feel like they're the ones I've seen the most of.
There's a lot of cool names.
So maybe they should go
like
in
Malenko's and stuff.
Yeah.
The only problem is that there is that thing of the belts don't fit the people.
That's
true. Yeah, that's true.
So for me personally, and I hate it.
You've just worked yourself into a shoot. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's the problem of it, because the rings everyone's got one of them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like everyone's got one of them, and they're of one of your favourite people who have got a ring. So
if we're on the thing we were chatting about, obviously with Impeccable, I've put Impeccable at number 4 on my list because of the dinks in it. I know they're a nice card, but the way they're turning up, they're just sort of, and they're quite expensive. I think they're going to be out of range for many people, despite how nice they are. So I'll put that at the bottom.
I think the film strips. I think the film strips should be 4. I would say film strips over Impeccable every day of the week.
So
like the reason being as well, both me and Chris had it on as 4.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And
right. Okay, so we've got Hall of Fame,
and you had it on as 3
on mine. Right? Yeah, I love them. I think they're really cool.
So it's just 5, isn't it? Like if you guys want to put Impeccable in the 5, I've got no qualms over it. You know.
Okay.
Yeah. It's Chris. It's up to you, mate. Any other suggestions?
Run me through. So we're going Rings 1, Legends
2,
Belts 2,
Warrior 3,
yeah,
Film
Strips 4,
then Impeccable
5.
Yeah.
He's not sure.
I like the masks, medallions, but then if you've got Warrior in there already, it's very samey. So yeah, let's go with
the rarities,
Impeccable.
and it looks nice with that pulsar effect, doesn't it?
We've got to post that somewhere, like on the Facebook or something, just so that people can see, because it is a beaut.
Stick it on Insta.
Yeah.
No, we're steering away at the minute from Facebook, and we'll allude to why in a bit. But essentially speaking, I think we should get it out there because it's a lovely card. Yeah. But I say I've got no qualms of it being number 1 if you want it number 1.
No, I think you made a valid point. Yeah. And like you said, you know, ever since I've been in the hobby wrestling wise, I've known about these Legends belt cards, and I've known about these Hall of Fame rings. I've never seen this Ultimate Warrior card until Jamie posted it the other day. So
not as saying on the top 5, like until that one appeared on eBay. There was a lot of conversation if this card ever existed. So,
if it even was there.
So there you go.
Yeah.
I just like. It does hurt me putting the rings at number 1 because they're not my thing. But but it's nice to see that the community know what they like.
Yeah.
If you guys obviously get the 2K games, but a couple of years ago they had like the Hall of Fame Ric Flair ring, and the ring relic actually is pretty much the same size as the replica Hall of Fame ring. Like, so it's actually sort of a replica size as well, which is quite a nice touch. It's not small or anything. So. All right, that's fine. Let's go. Number 1, the rings.
But the thing is, though, don't forget we're reviewing all of this in a couple of weeks' time anyway. So we can do whatever we want to it in a couple of weeks anyway. So fine.
So that's it then. The rings number 1, Legends number 2, Warrior 3, Film Sales 4, and Impeccable at 5. Yeah. Let's lock it in for the time being.
Lock it in.
Yeah. Cool. Well, there we are. That's the end of our episode, pretty much. A few technical hitches on this week's episode, so hopefully by the second part or even the third part, you'll be able to hear us all right. We've had a bit of a mare with it this evening, peeling the curtain back, but hope you enjoyed the episode nonetheless.
We're not sure whether or not it's the recording suite either, or technical issues our side. It's been a bit of a state with them. I blame the weather.
All 3 of us have had an issue, haven't we? So
I blame the weather. Weather.
The episode's in the can, so it's all good, which is fine.
Yeah.
So
that's it.
Finishing up this week's episode. So episode 13, next time round, we are going to Comic Con in Telford next week, which isn't actually. It's called Wales Comic Con, but it's not in Wales. Sadly, Lloydy can't join us.
Does anyone know why?
Week. I think
they probably started off in Wales and then they migrated. Yeah.
Okay.
I think don't they hold one in Wrexham as well? Don't
I'm
they?
not sure. I just know that they moved to Telford as a new venue, but they still call it. It doesn't have the same ring to it. Telford Comic Con, does it really?
Sounds shit.
But it shouldn't be called Wales Comic Con. Why don't you just call it
Northern Comic Con?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Midlands Comic Con.
They still call it London Southend Airport, and I don't agree with that either, to be honest.
That's true. Yeah, Southend's like a miles away.
London Luton drives me
mate.
insane.
Yeah.
It's like,
I think Luton's closer though. Southend's miles away.
Yeah, but like, why?
Yeah.
It's so far out of like, if you're out of the M25,
Even
you're
London
not in London.
Stansted, yeah, like,
Yeah.
but anyway, we're going.
We're digressing
off
about
topic.
really British things here.
So we're at Comic Con next weekend. Sadly, Lloydy can't join us next week. So me and Chris are going to be going to Comic Con. So if you are there, give us a little nudge and come say hello to us.
Come say hello.
We are planning on recording a little bit of content as we go around the Comic Con. So we're not going to do a full web next week, but we'll just mooch around and see what we can do. So we will be there if you want to come say hello to us. And then we'll be back with episode 13. The top 5 for next time round. What do you want to do for the top 5? Lloyd, I think it's your turn this week.
So, yeah, it's my week. So, the topic, the topic of the week, the big topic, as it were, I think that should be the review of AEW Flagship, because it should be out. Hope you say that, we don't know, but if not, it'll be something weird. Talk about Margaret or something like that. I don't know. God knows. But and the top 5 / mega 5 for next time, I was thinking about switching up a bit. So a bit of forecasting. Why not?
Okay.
So top products of 2023. And that includes anyone. Could even include Leaf in it. You never know. But forecasting, what would be your top 5, or what do you think the top 5 is going to be product-wise?
Okay, yeah, because next year it's going to be the same sort of schedule with stuff. Hopefully a bit better, but the same sort of items.
Potentially. Yeah. I mean, you can add in a few products in there that are not out this year that could be out next year. You know, you never know.
Okay.
But we've got buses. Yeah, it's going to come around like buses. But we do know of a few that is going to be 2023, right? So we do know.
We know a few,
so,
yeah, and we've got an idea from this year on what you would definitely see, like Prism and whatever. So we'll see.
So it's a bit of a departure from what we normally do, but I thought
that makes a nice change.
There's always with the bus puns the whole fucking show.
It's going to be bus puns all coming around at once, putting them all once.
Oh my god, no.
I just like saying Bushausen, sorry.
Yeah, Bushausen. So look, it's going to be a bit different, but hey, why not? And this is and we can at the review show for next year have a look back and see how we did. Yeah.
Good show.
So it's not one to review this year; it's probably one to review next year, as it were. Yeah. So I thought that would be a nice little differential for us to go into. So that's it from me.
So just our normal plugs and bits and pieces. So Lloyd, I guess do you want to do your plugs first, and we'll go around to Chris, and then I'll finish up.
Yeah, D_Lloydy boy on Insta. Not much more than that, to be honest. A quick mention about Facebook. Our page on Facebook. I didn't. So that sounded really weird. Facebook.
Book of Face.
Yeah. So we are thinking about changing that up a bit with so make it like a members own going in there for like a real site,
a group essentially,
just so you have to be approved to join, so to speak.
Exactly. So we're looking probably to do that in the coming weeks. So what we have now will just change slightly, and obviously we'll be giving out the actual passwords to anyone who wants it or is already in there anyway. So if we can't copy them across, whatever, but that's the plan. So a little thing for the future on that. Obviously, I won't be there, guys, on the 3rd. I do apologise profusely. You know what's going on.
We do.
behind the scenes in my world, so it's unfortunate.
Can't be helped.
But
Can't be helped.
It can't be helped. But you guys are going to have to wait for the triple autos, sadly. But hey, Chris.
Hello. Well, goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, my love.
So, as always, Cambridge Trading Cards on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube now. YouTube-wise, just posted today or yesterday, I think it was today, AEW Hobby Box. I called it AEW Hobby Box. I left the hits for you guys because there wasn't any in my fucking box. So, no, I mean there was, but they just weren't. Do you know what I mean? Anything?
Yeah,
they weren't anything to write home about. But yeah, so that's up. Obviously, some Slam Attacks Chrome's up, and there'll be a few different bits in the next week. There will definitely be some new bits up there. And I just wanted to say, I want to run a competition off my own back. I'm not asking you guys to chip in or anything. So if you want to, we've spoken about it recently. Sam at Icon brought out the Kendo Nagasaki card, the auto. If you would like to win the auto, leave us a review on Apple, leave us a podcast review. And then in a few weeks, sort of 3 or 4 weeks, I'll run that and see how many reviews we've got, see what you guys have got to say. And yeah, and you never know, I might add a couple of little extras in there. I've been going through my cards this afternoon and finding a few extra autos and extra like double autos I didn't even realize I had. So yeah, you never know, might be a little extra something in there as well. All you need to do is just make sure you've got like some, if you're going to leave a review, make sure your name is kind of similar to what you are on Instagram or Facebook or whatever. It's just so I can, get the right person basically.
Well,
if you want a screenshot and what was you going to say? Sorry, Dave.
No, I was going to say, let's say it, that 5-star review on Apple.
Yeah. Okay.
Like just be specific about it because at the end of the day, it's easy for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it'll be everywhere otherwise.
If you're not using Apple or do you know what I mean? You're on whatever, some other platform. Even if you want to just send us a screenshot on Facebook or Instagram, that's totally fine, and I'll include you in the giveaway. So yeah,
cool. That's a great. That is a great prize.
Yeah. They are sold out, remember, so you can't buy these now.
They are sold out. And Travis and Johnny, don't do this.
If you do, I'll send you something else. I'll send you something cool. Don't worry. Over to you, Joe.
Yeah, so
finish up.
Yeah, so thank you for listening, everyone, over the last couple of hours. Again, we'll be back here in a couple of weeks' time. And if you want to follow us on socials, so I'm at Jamie Stocker on Twitter. Again, we don't know how long Twitter's going to be around with the way it's going. So if you see me on there, make the most of it. Instagram, follow the show on Insta. We're still trying to do like daily posts of interesting card photos and bits and pieces. So that's Squared Circle Relics Pod on Insta. Again, on Facebook, if you want to join the Messenger group, even if you're across the pond or anywhere else and you want to join and have the chat or just chat cards, hit us up on a message and we'll add you to that Messenger chat. We've got quite a few people in there now. So yeah, come join the chat and see what we're on about on there. And yeah, always, as Chris was saying, like and subscribe to the pod. We're on Audible now, and I still quite like the idea we're on Audible.
That's mad.
And if you catch me carefully, you'll find the show going out on a radio station somewhere as well. So there you go.
Amazing.
Oh dear. But anyway, thank you everyone. And then we'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Cheers, everyone.
Fuck FedEx.
and I was gonna say, and for Margaret, fuck John Cena.